Hi there, Nicole Pro Sparkle Junkie, and I am going live tonight to show you how easy it is to make some sublimation magnets. And you can get, here's the ones that I have, these little magnets. Okay, they're like a little refrigerator magnet. You can get these on, you can get these you can get these at a lot of different sublimation um, blank companies online that sell sublimation blanks. You can also find these um, on Amazon, which is probably I think where I got them. But so I've been getting ready for a vendor event for a car show, and so I've been doing some of these things just to show you how easy it can be. Now, I've got my bedroom window open over here, and there is a storm going on, so hopefully we won't be interrupted by that. But when I heat this thing up, it gets hot in here, so I've got to open a window to help myself out. So the first thing I want to talk about is designing your image that you want to put onto your magnets. I use Canva. I love Canva. It is easy for me to use, but I know that there's a lot of other design programs that people use as well. And so whatever you're most comfortable with, that's what I would use. So what I did was just decide what designs that I wanted. And I measured this, and it is about 2¼ inches. So I made my designs so that it would be big enough. So here's what I printed off. I cut these two off because they weren't the right size. So let me show you. Let me show you the other paper. So there's my full sheet, and I've got different designs on here. Because I didn't want to do them all the same. I want my customers to have a variety of things to choose from. So all I did was just make sure that my design was at least that size. I think I went like 2½, just to make sure it's big enough. So basically, make your design, put them, several on a sheet, as many as you can get on a sheet for what size your magnets are. Then I download that onto my computer from Canva. And then I have to upload that image to Inkscape. That's where I print my sublimation images from. And don't forget, anytime that you're printing a sublimation image that has words, you want to flip-flop it. So make sure it prints and it looks backwards. So I'll show you what I mean. They look backwards, okay? Because it's going to invert it when we actually put it in the press and it gets on here. It's going to be fine at that point. So what I'm doing, and I'm going to move this down just a little bit so you can see, what I'm doing here really is just taking my magnets, and I'm going to put them on here with some heat resistant tape. Now, I checked on one of these, and you'll want to check when you get yours if you order some. Lots of times when we get sublimation blanks, there's a protective film on there that you have to peel off. And for the life of me, I don't believe that there is on these. No. So check that and read the instructions from the manufacturer before you use them. All right. So heat resistant tape, usually it's blue. There's some I think that's yellow as well, but I use the blue. So here we go. We're just going to lay these down, and I always want to make sure that I get them as centered as possible. Sometimes you just can't make it perfect. And I do have my press heating up. This will not take very long to do, but I thought it was important to show that maybe you would want to do this too. I mentioned in my description, this would be great for little favors at a wedding. You could, you could make these to, say the bride and the groom's name on them. They're also great if you are wanting to have like a giveaway for marketing for your business. And for me, I'm using them to sell at my vendor booth. I like to have items that are at different price ranges. So they're not all, these, I can't remember what I decided I was going to sell these for, but maybe $3, right? Something that I remember when I was young is we would go on vacation, and I liked to collect pencils from every state that we went to. Now I have changed, and I like to get keychains. I like to get Christmas ornaments, and I do like to get magnets as well. So my point in that is I was trying as a young person, and now even, to make sure that I didn't get something that was real expensive. I just wanted, a little trinket of some sort to take home. And so that's why I feel like I want to make sure that my customers have a choice of something that's not real expensive. If they want to spend $25, $30 on a shirt, great, but they don't have to. It's just a lower price point item. Okay, I've got all these taped down. So now, to protect your, move this, to protect your pad here on your press, you want to make sure you've got some paper. I use butcher paper. It's just white butcher paper that I get also from Amazon, because you don't want something that's got a waxy feeling to it. That can cause problems. Now, the next thing, I'm going to flip this over because we want the paper side up when we're pressing. We're going to do that. We're going to put another piece of paper on top of that, and then we're good to press. I press at 390 for 60 seconds. And there we go. So as we wait on that, we can always go to tape in the next set. But I will tell you, this is the first time that I've done these, so I'm hoping that they turn out okay. And keep in mind that you may have to adjust your temperature, because sometimes the items that you're pressing will just do better at a lower temperature. So keep that in mind. Now, I can smell something kind of funny, and I'm really worried about that. It's almost like plastic, and I'm swearing that there's not any protective covering on that, but we're going to find out, I guess, aren't we? I'm going to go this way because of my cord is not that long. Okay. Well, looky there. See that? The magnets bubbled up. So they may be too hot. I'm going to turn this down. Now you're going to see here on the bottom one, I got ink all over it. So we're going to use that for, you know, when I use that paper for when I'm painting something up, I lay it down. Okay, let's do this. Let's turn that down. To like 360. Because obviously that was too hot. Some of them are fine, others are not. They did sublimate well. They did sublimate well now, but the back just bubbled up. And I don't like that. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Look, we've got, there we go. We've got Bigfoot driving a Jeep. I love it. And it says, life is better in the woods. Now, I'm also wanting to make sure, and I'll probably have to do this out at my refrigerator when I'm done. I want to make sure that these still, you know, stay magnetic. Yeah, the images look real good. I'm happy with that. And some of them are perfectly fine. But a few bubbled. That's what I was smelling. So, you know, again, when you're doing this, if you smell something funny, there's probably an issue. Because it just wasn't the right smell. There usually is a smell with sublimation, but not that one. Okay, we've got that heat going down. I'm going to keep going here and go ahead and get more on, and we're going to try it at a lower temperature and see if we have the same problem or not. Hopefully not. I'm interested and would love if you would comment on here if you have ever done this, or if you feel like you could do this or you want to do this. Now, I will also say that a lot of people get worried about, well, I don't have a big heat press and I don't want to have the expense of a big heat press. You don't have to. You can do this with your Cricut heat press. Just, you know, the kinds, the square, and you can use them real easy on a desktop. So no worries, you can use that. Okay. This last one down here. And can you hear the thunder? All right. So I think we're ready to go again. It looks like the temperature has come down. However, let's put our piece of paper down here. Put what we're sublimating on there. And then another piece of paper on top. The other trick could be, maybe we shouldn't leave it for a whole 60 seconds. So what I think I'll do this time, I'll go 40 seconds, okay? So we've lowered the temperature, and I'm also going to lower the time to hopefully not get a magnet it's bubbled up like that. And I have a few more, so we might as well use them. Gotta figure out what works though. That one's okay. Don't like that one. Okay, so there's 40 seconds. I'm gonna peek on them. No, it is not good enough. I could tell by looking at it that it was not good enough. That one's good. That one got bubbled. This one's not bad, but I got my, look, there's white down there at the bottom, and I got that one off. So I have a few that are going to be not sellable. I will probably make sure they still are good and magnetic-y. And give them to friends. Okay, I think maybe just a few more seconds and we should be good. It's starting to rain again. I'm going to wait before I know which ones of these hopefully will turn out well before I decide which images I want. They look good, so let's pull them out. Ooh, be careful because they're hot. Now I didn't get any bubbling this time. That's a great sign. And my color is good and bright. Let's let that cool off a little bit before I put my fingers on it. Whew. Okay, I'm happy with those. So there's these, and no bubbling on the back. So there you go. I would suggest, if you're doing this, that you don't use a temperature as hot as I did. Go ahead and bring your temperature down, but it does need the whole 60 seconds. Okay? All right, guys. This was just going to be a real quick one. I knew that, but I wanted to come on and show you while I'm doing this how fun it can be and how easy as well. So, hope you have a good evening. If you like what I'm doing, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to my page, and I hope to see you on my next videos as well. I try to do this every Friday, just to have something. It might be a craft, it might be a sublimation, might be some paper crafting. I do that as well. So please like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.